Hi, I'm Sheriff Gary Hoffman, and I want to welcome you to Queen Anne's County's Christmas Most Wanted. Christmas time is a very special time, and everyone knows that it's one of my most favorite holidays, other than Valentine's Day. Christmas is special. It's a time when families get together, people celebrate, our community comes together to help one another, and we all know that Queen Anne's County is a very safe place. But one of the things that I love to do on Christmas Eve is read my most favorite book, Christmas at Our Office. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the county, crooks were still stirring, eyeing ill-gotten bounty. Stockings were hung by the chimney with care, hoping no burglars would come creeping there. The children were nestled safe in their beds, while deputies tracked down fugitives' threads. As I sat at my desk with reports filled high, reviewing the cases that just couldn't slide by, when out on the radio there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my chair to see what was the matter. Away to the monitor I flew like a flash, pulling up Queen Anne's Most Wanted in a dash. And what to my wondering eyes should appear? A holiday movie that made fugitives steer clear. With the help of our partners, QACTV, the program took flight, highlighting offenders who thought they'd stay out of sight. I gave out their details, each name loud and clear, describing their charges and why they should fear. Now burglars, now scammers, now thieves on the run. We're coming to find you, your freedom is done. To the tip line that calls, they will soon flow, as neighbors and citizens on social media will help us know. And up to your doorsteps, deputies will climb, with warrants in hand, it's only a matter of time. And for those who think distance will keep us away, the law doesn't rest, this won't go away. Turn yourselves in, don't carry this weight. Face it now and start fresh before it's too late. Then in a twinkling, a sound caught my ear. Not a Santa sleigh, but a John Deere gator near. Out stepped St. Nick in tactical gear, a sack full of evidence, and of course some holiday cheer. He spoke not a word, got straight to the task. Dropping off leads, no fugitive out there would last. This one with tattoos, and that one with a flare. They've been dodging the law, but we know where. With stockings of goodies for deputies on patrol, he made sure their spirits stayed cheerful and whole. Then he sprang to his ride with a twinkle in his eye and called out a promise as he drove through the night. They can run, Sheriff, they can hide, but justice is near. Happy holidays to all, and to all a safe new year. And now, without further ado, here are the offenders I promised for you.
Harry Daniel Kane Jr. Mr. Kane is 50 years old. He's 5'8" and 130 pounds. He is wanted for failure to comply for original charges of assault in the second degree and illegal possession of ammunition. His last known address was on Pennsylvania Avenue in Centerville, Maryland. Kevin Earl Carver. Mr. Carver is 35 years old. He's 5'9", 125 pounds. He is wanted for failure to comply for original charges of fraud, ID information theft, and theft $100 to $1,500. His last known address was on Harmony Road in Lewis, Delaware. Joseph Gregory White. Mr. White is 57 years old, 6'2", 234 pounds. He is wanted for violation of probation for an original charge of theft $100 to under $1,500. His last known address was on Cecil Drive in Chester, Maryland. Robert Corey Barnes. Mr. Barnes is 46 years old, 5'11", 215 pounds. He is wanted for failure to appear for original charges of DWI alcohol, attempt by driver to elude law enforcement by failing to stop, negligent driving, reckless driving, and malicious destruction of property less than $1,000, and a body attachment for failure to pay. His last known address was on Bayside Drive in Stevensville, Maryland. Kason Collie Whitney. Mr. Whitney is 27 years old, 5'10", 165 pounds. He is wanted for violation of probation for original charges of CDS possession with intent to distribute narcotics, CDS possession not cannabis, and CDS possession of paraphernalia. His last known address was on Liberty Road in Randallstown, Maryland. David Dwayne Morris. Mr. Morris is 48 years old, 5'10", 230 pounds. He is wanted for violation of probation for original charges of burglary in the 4th degree, a dwelling, and driving without required license, as well as failure to appear for an original charge of driving without a required license. His last known address was on 2nd Street in Crompton, Maryland. Brett Aaron Silverman. Mr. Silverman is 30 years old, 5'6", 145 pounds. He is wanted for failure to comply, resist interference with arrest, and escape in the 2nd degree. His last known address was on Danville Drive in Rockville, Maryland.
Queen Anne's County is a very safe county. It's important that we all stay vigilant and aware during the holiday season. Please take the time to report the tips that you have of suspicious activity. Make sure that you follow our holiday safety tips. And I hope everybody out there has a safe and joyous holiday season and a very Merry Christmas and a very blessed New Year. Remember at night while we're sleeping tight, and remember while we're out there doing all the things that we normally do, think of the first responders that are out there protecting our lives and providing safety. From our partners at Queen Anne's County Emergency Services to those at the detention center and those also working fire and EMS, as well as our dispatchers. I want to give special thanks to our deputies that are out there on the street. Just remember, first responders are out there to protect and serve, and we appreciate them during this holiday season.
You can send tips through the Queen Anne's County Sheriff's app. You can message the Office of the Sheriff on Facebook Messenger, or you can email them at sheriff-info@qac.org. Or you can call the Sheriff's Anonymous Tip Line at 410-758-6666.